Hi, everyone. Good morning. How are we? Just move some of this stuff. Come over here a little bit. Hi, everyone. So, for those of you that don't know me, I am Ren Lopa. I am the creator and founder of the Successful Hairstylist community and podcast. And I'm also the creator of the Luxury Client Method, which is a high level hairstylist mastermind completely focused on getting clients. So if you have experience, skill, talent, all of that, yet you're still waiting for clients to come in the door, if you're putting out tons of energy and you really don't know why, like what isn't working, why people aren't coming in, definitely come over to Instagram. I'm at Ren Lopa Official and DM me the word clients. I can take you step by step and show you the gaps that you have right now in your business. And then we can dream or have next steps about what life could look like in 6 months. My most important thing is that I don't want you to be in the same exact place 6 months from now, a year from now. I want you to have a path forward. I want you to be able to have the business behind the chair of your dreams, working the schedule you want with high-end prices and amazing clients. So that's what we're doing here. Thank you so much for coming. It has been a little bit since I have been live over here on YouTube, but I'm going to be streaming over here every Monday at 10 a.m. moving forward. This is the live recording of the Successful Hairstylist podcast. So when you come live, you get to comment. I can answer your questions. I can insert your feedback about this topic, and you can really enrich these trainings. So go ahead, put it in your calendar, show up for yourself and your business. And yeah, so let's go ahead and jump in. So today we are talking about super juicy topic, which is why good clients ghost. Okay? Why good clients ghost us. I know when I was behind the chair, I was behind the chair for 8 years. I would have clients for 1 to 3 years, sometimes 5 years. And then I would look up and be like, wait, I haven't seen that person in a while. What's going on? And come to find out she is gone and she's seeing someone else, right? Like these things happen. But if we aren't good at keeping our clients loyal and keeping them coming back to us, what happens? We end up doggy paddling, as I like to say, every single month, building from scratch, starting over. So I definitely want you guys to have a plan to have those loyal clients and to really be on top of your game. The thing is, as we grow, as we continue to get more fully booked, it gets actually harder to stay on top of all of these things that we're going to talk about today. So the more aware you can be, the better it's going to be. So let's go ahead and go. I'm just gonna tilt us over here a little bit. You can see some of my pictures. I put pictures of my family and everything up here. Because that's just the kind of girly I am. I'm like the mom friend that prints out everyone's pictures from Facebook and hangs them up. So, okay, why good clients ghost their hairstylist. So, I'm going to share 3 things, 3 reasons why people leave. And then, of course, as we talk about them, I'm going to talk about what you can do instead and how you can keep people loyal and coming back so that you're really avoiding these pitfalls. Okay, so number 1 of why good clients ghost us is what I like to call the grass is greener syndrome. Okay, grass is greener syndrome. Now, what this is essentially where our clients, our great clients, our longtime clients, they end up going online, they're on Instagram, they're hanging out with their friends, and they start seeing, so like literally seeing other hairstylists work on Instagram. They hear their friends talking about their hairstylist, but they start to almost get this idea that you, as their hairstylist, either isn't able to do some of the new techniques and methods that maybe their friends are doing or that they're seeing on Instagram, or they just start to think about like, oh, I want something new. And my hairstylist, Ren, she only does the same thing with me for the past 3 years. So she isn't going to do it. So I need to find someone new if I want something new, right? They're getting this grass is greener, looking over there and thinking that that could be a better experience for them. Now, this is obviously way more common now in 2024 than it ever has been before because there's way more visibility, there's way more awareness. Like consumers nowadays are so much more educated and have so much more access to information than they have in the past, where really in the past it's kind of been you go to the hairstylist and that's where you learn about new trends and things. Now it's flipped where people are learning about things on their own and then they're coming in and talking to us about it. So we really need to figure out how to keep our clients aware of the hard work that we're doing on a regular basis and of our wide variety of skills. So how do we how do we fight this grass is greener syndrome? So the first thing that I really want you to do is I want you to get all of your clients following your Instagram account. Okay? So we want our clients to be on our page, whether they've been referred to us, whether you've had them from long before social media or whatever, we want to make sure that they're all following us. So, a great thing to do for this would just be to have your Instagram handle easily available. You can have it even on your thank you text or the receipt that gets texted to them at checkout, anything like that. You can let them know you announce specials, openings, etc. on there so that they're motivated to go and follow you. But we want them on our Instagram. Now, this only works if we're using our Instagram to talk about the latest trends, what's going on, what new techniques are we learning, what are we seeing happen with fashion and style, and how can we show people that we are on the cutting edge, right? If Shannon, our client, always comes in and says, I want the same thing for 4 years in a row and then suddenly want something different. We want to have posts, stories, information, and give the vibe that we love doing that so that when she comes in and wants to change, she's still coming to us. Because, like I said, a lot of people will think because they've done the same thing with you for 5 years, if they aren't visually seeing all the different things you do and all of your different perspective techniques, etc., they're going to just naturally assume Ren does the Nina Garcia hair. I need to go somewhere else to get a different look. Okay. So having them on our Instagram is really going to help them understand our full knowledge and have a bigger perspective, right? They're going to see the other clients that we work on. They're going to see our stories. They're going to see the classes that we're going to. And so that is really, really going to help us keep them through all of the different stages that they go through. Okay, so that was number one, grass is greener syndrome. So number two is all about the dreaded C word that I know that you guys hate. So don't turn off this replay or don't turn off the podcast when I say this word. Bear with me because I have some great ideas for you. But why good clients ghost their hairstylist is consistency. Okay, I know it's boring, it's not sexy, y'all, but consistency is so important. I want you guys to really think about the energy, the emotional energy, the intellectual energy you spend welcoming a new client into your space, right? Like you're spending the energy going out and getting her, you're giving her energy in the booking, like as you're booking her. When she comes in, you've probably, stalked her Instagram and you've already been thinking like, okay, what does she want? How am I going to do it? Why don't I say this? Why don't I do this? Like we have so much like vibrant vitality for new clients. Some of you might even change your style and how you show up to work literally to make the best first impression. And so a lot of times where I see us start dropping the ball when it comes to our clients that we've had for a really long time is in terms of really that consultation and making all of those recommendations. Okay. I don't care if Shannon tells you no every 6 weeks for 4 years, we still need to show up and have ideas for her. We have to be on the cutting edge. We have the responsibility as their fashion stylist. Okay. So we're their hairstylist, but we are also like the guardian of their beauty. Like we are the ultimate influencer for them. And so we have to be sure that every time they come in, whether it's the first time or the 300th time, that we are coming with energy, we are coming with ideas, we are coming with a fresh perspective. When Shannon says do the same thing, we can say, okay, we can absolutely do the same thing today. And you know what, Shannon? Right now, what's really trending is more grown out highlights. So I'm going to keep it really tight around your face, like a money piece, but I'm going to smudge you a little bit through here. I'm not going to do it all the way to your root because this is going to make it look updated. It's you and what you get and what you love, but like for the modern day, for 2024, what do you think? Of course, Shannon might say, no, thank you. But you guys, she is going to walk out of that appointment being like, my hairstylist loves fashion, beauty. My hairstylist looks at me and takes the time to tell me what's new, what's in, what I could be doing. And I think that that is incredibly valuable. Okay, incredibly valuable. So we absolutely need to be showing up consistently in this way with ideas, with suggestions, with recommendations. And just again, really taking the time to look at our clients, like look at them in their eyes, look at their face, look at everything about them so that we can really deliver that experience. The other way consistency is important is in a way I'm sure you can all guess, which is consistency of the service. So if Shannon gets the same thing for 5 years, we want to make sure we can continue to deliver it at the same level of excellence as we have from the very beginning, right? So we are not suddenly going to, start doing less foils or half-ass blow dry her instead of like really doing a glam blowout. Like we have to keep up that level. Like the very bare minimum that anybody today expects from a hairstylist is that you do a good job. And I say the bare minimum because if you guys are on TikTok, if you guys go to hairstylists and search the hashtag, you are going to see all of the people out there in the world who are very frustrated with stylists simply because they are either not setting the expectation appropriately or they're saying they can do something and then they're not executing it and then they're not taking responsibility. So the very bare minimum that we can deliver to our clients is just doing a good job, right? Doing a good job. And that is the minimum. So being good isn't always like a bonus, right? The bonus is the recommendations, the perspective, like showing up with energy for them. And so we need to be sure that we can consistently like bring this experience to each of our clients. Okay, so that was number 2. So we have grass is greener syndrome. We have consistency, or rather lack of consistency is why people leave. And then number 3 is another big one. And again, hang on and listen to what I have to say about this before you're like, that's not true for me and my clients. Okay. So, number 3 is that the experience becomes more personal than relaxing. Okay. The experience becomes more personal than it is relaxing. So, what I mean by this, I fully believe that we should be connecting with our clients. I am a very like heart centered, bare your soul to me kind of gal. So like I always had clients who like we went there. Like I knew when they were going to, finally stop drinking alcohol and go to rehab. I knew when, they were going to get a divorce or when they were having an affair and what they were going to do about it. Like we know all of this stuff. But what's so important is that we continually strive, we intentionally strive to create a balanced environment where there's time for connection, but there's also time for relaxation. There is time for them to just be pampered and taken care of. So many people will accidentally kind of spill all their guts to their hairstylist, and then a few things can happen. So number one, they feel embarrassed and they don't want to come back anymore, right? Like, well, I had an affair. So I'm going somewhere else because you know too much about me, right? Um, or the sessions accidentally become therapy sessions, which can be exhausting. It can be emotionally draining. There can be a sense of obligation on both sides there, right? Of they have to spill, we have to listen and be there, etc. We need to spill our life. They love our drama and entertainment from our personal life. Like, it gets to be a lot. And it's not always something that we want to maintain. Like, a lot of times, just being honest, we can be in the mood for that where we're like, yeah, totally. I love when my clients do that. But then when you're not in the mood for that, when you're having a hard time and you can't hold anyone else's things, then it gets really stressful and it starts to get like awkward and ruin the environment. So even when we have those clients that we do connect with on that personal level, we have to proactively create that relaxing environment. We have to proactively pamper them and calm their spirits down and help them be present in the moment versus just reacting and letting our clients control the entire appointment, right? So this is our space, this is our time. And when we let our appointments get so personal, again, it's fun for a while for the client and for us, but eventually it gets exhausting and they're going to go somewhere else. Eventually, you could overshare something and they're going to go somewhere else, etc. So, we really just need to consistently be in control of creating a balanced experience full of wonderful sensory experiences, engaging all five senses for them, and just bringing them into that present moment so that they can almost have an escape from their life, not like a venting, dumping ground of their life, but like an escape. I definitely never want people, friends, family, to know they're going to spend time with me and be like, she's probably having so many problems right now, or I don't want to talk to her because it's so heavy. Like, I want people to know that they're going to spend time with me and be excited that it's going to be fun and relaxing and playful and all of that stuff. And if you guys really think about it, we do become friends with our clients, but we are still a business owner. And so having some of these boundaries around, emotions, conversations, really financial boundaries and time boundaries and all of that is so important because we will get treated respectfully like a business owner the more that we're able to show up like a business owner. And sometimes that means a little bit of being friendly and connecting, but more so, I'm an expert and I'm here to just take care of you right now. Like, I'm just here to take care of you and create this amazing environment. No one's going to leave you then. Like, they're not going to go anywhere. If you guys really think about it, a lot of people walking around don't get hugged on a regular basis. They don't have people make eye contact with them much during the day. They're not getting touched by a lot of people or even listened to, like really listened to. So we have this unique ability to create this ooey gooey amazing experience for them where they walk out feeling rejuvenated. And so if we can just keep the conversations balanced, we can make sure that that happens and that we're not accidentally making people leave us. Okay. So, just to do a quick recap, the three different reasons that good clients ghost their hairstylist, we have grass is greener syndrome, lack of consistency, and more personal than relaxing. I want you guys to be rejuvenators. I want you guys to be uplifters. And that is how you can make sure your clients will always leave excited and feeling really good about coming back to see you again. So I hope that this has been helpful for y'all. I definitely want us to have 2024 be the most profitable years of all of our businesses. The truth is, it has never been a better time to have a business behind the chair, grow a clientele, everything like that. And just one more time, if you do need help with that, come over to at Ren Lopa official on Instagram and DM me the word clients. Let's talk. All right, you guys, have a beautiful day. I will see you next week.